This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we join you from South Philly, close to 70,000 strong, packing Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles. The veteran kicker Graham Gano puts it on the tee. And we're underway here in South Philly. This one taken at the 7. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin then. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Right to the air. It's Hurts. Brought in by the tight end Dallas Goedert. Nice gain on first down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Hurts will work here from the pistol. He'll go right back to Smith. They hook up again. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. Big-time play for Philly. 37 yards. Quick throw, the RPO to Goedert. And he will score. Dallas Goedert. Touchdown, Eagles. His 6th touchdown now for the season. Jake Elliott now for the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Eagles will race out to a quick 7-0 edge. Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now return coming from the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Look at him go. And he's going to take this all the way back. 93 yards. Touchdown, New York. You talk about a response. After the offense goes down the field and gets a touchdown, the special teams unit comes back to get the 6th right back for the other side.
And I've been there, Mike. You find yourself on offense, you watch your opponent go down and get a touchdown, and you're saying amongst each other, you're saying, hey, we're going to get the ball back. Let's go get one of our own. But in this case, the return unit says, no, offense, you stay on the sideline. We got this. And they go back and get a score of their own.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. A quick throw on this RPO, and Downs has it. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Second down and 8. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deonte Banks. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie. A run with the man out of Purdue. That's Tyrone Tracy. And he shows off a little footwork, winding his way for a run of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Slayton is the man in motion. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late. It's probably a touchdown.
On 3rd down, they'll run with Tracy.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to him, extend this drive, and hopefully...
This one intercepted. A big hole. Inside the 40. To the 20. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Philadelphia. So they make the decision on 4th down to try to go for it. Instead, it goes back the other way for a pick 6.
Yeah, and anytime you go for it on 4th down, you're saying, hey, we don't mind rolling the dice and taking some chances. In this case, it backfires. The defense is able to capitalize, and they take it all the way back the other way.
Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles will move out to a 14-7 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. Right back to the air following that pick 6. He's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. 2nd and a yard. On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Back to throw. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
They'll look to throw yet again. To the goal line and in. Tyrone Tracy. Touchdown, New York.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession, worked to perfection. You can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns. Man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
63, 63. Hey! Delta.
Hurts to the air on first down. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
2 plays, 2 nice pickups to start the drive. This one a gain of 18.
And what a start to this drive. A little bit of everything. First, you get the explosive pass to start it out, and then you follow it up on the ground, picking up good yardage. The ability to weave back and forth as a play caller, it just puts so much pressure on the defense.
Man in motion is Smith.
Delta.
A first down throw for Hurts. A pass caught by Saquon. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a second down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's going to be intercepted. Picked by the rookie out of Penn State. And the Giants are going to take over here at their own 22.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
A hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Back to the air again on second. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. This one taken in by Hyatt. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the first down. Here comes 4th down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Man in motion is Smith. On 1st down, it's Hurts. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by Bobby Okereke.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermine before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll look middle here and get it to Neighbors. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. Now they'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
He's going to air this one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, like living in these third and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
They will indeed go as they look to throw. He will have the conversion and more. And he will have a Giants first down. They'll have it by a lot. It turns out to be a big gainer on fourth down. Pass pulled in by Tracy. And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That is intercepted by the first-round pick from April. It's Quinyon Mitchell.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you. And sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
A good spot here, second and a yard.
No touchdown.
To throw is Hurts. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. That is caught! And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. Big-time play with Hurts and Brown. 37 yards. Off the play fake, Hurts. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and that will lead to a second down.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and third down coming up.
Great.
The motion man here is Wilson. Hurts going to hold on to this one. And the Eagles are going to have first and goal coming up. They're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
When you're defending Jalen Hurts, Mike, the challenge is not only do you have to try to take away all the weapons at his disposal, but you have to account for him as a runner. And in this case, that's exactly what the offense dials up, and you can see why.
A short game, down to the 7. Now, here's 2nd and goal.
Great.
They'll run the toss to Barkley. He's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8-yard line.
All week long, they stress, Mike, that we have to get as many defenders to this ball carrier as possible. They know he's going to make some guys miss. He's going to be hard to get on the ground, but you can see the effect of rallying to the ball as it had here. They're able to take him down, and they're able to do it for a loss.
That's caught left side by Goddard. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Well, a field goal would break the tie, but instead the offense stays out there. They're going to go for it on 4th and goal. And this will pay off. It is caught. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Eagles. Greg, it's one of those, sometimes you got to feel like you know where the ball's going to go, and the defense knows it too, but it still ends up in that guy's hands for the touchdown.
Absolutely, Mike. In these critical situations, like down here in the red zone, it's players, not plays. It doesn't matter what you draw up on the board. You say, okay, who's my best player? Put him in a good matchup, let him go win, and give him a chance. That's exactly what they do here, and I think we're going to see a lot of this the rest of the game.
This will be returned from the 6. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Bellinger, the tight end, is the one in motion. He'll drop to throw. He's got the tight end. That's Greg Dulcich. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
And this is why most teams might decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeout. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. They're able now to go down and come away with points. They'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the air one more time. He's got his man. That's Neighbors. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Right back to Neighbors. He's got it again. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. The Giants going to call their 3rd and final timeout. It comes with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. Now from the 7, it's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Slayton is the man in motion. throwing here on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And it'll be 4th and goal coming up. Gano's kick is good. And the Giants will cut the lead down to 4.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10.
Yanni, Yanni. No touchdown. Larry. Alpha, Alpha, Alpha. No touchdown.
To throw, Hurts. Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it. And that's going to bring an end to this first half.
Eagles 21, Giants 17.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. From the 6, here comes a return. Now, on the return, he has lost the football. And the defense has it.
No touchdown.
Downs goes in motion.
No touchdown.
The defense all over the little quick pass attempt, and they run him down for no gain on that one.
Well, you could tell that the defense had seen that play on game tape, and they were ready for it. They tried to do a little jet sweep pop pass out of the gun. Defense was all over it. Nowhere to go, no gain.
Now a deep ball looking for Brown. That is caught. What a throw. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. Now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. Elliott now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles will extend this third quarter lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This returnable from the 4. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Now a short one caught by the tight end, Johnson. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. They'll look to throw. Right back to Johnson. He's got it again. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. He'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. They'll look to throw yet again. That's complete. It's Malik Neighbors. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. Throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
He's already been a little reckless with his decision-making up until this point, Mike, and now it almost backfires on him again. He has to do a better job of finding the matchups, finding the space on the field, so everything is not a forced ball into these tight windows.
And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for the 4th and long will end up in a turnover on down. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10.
Silver. Delta.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Oh, he's got a man, his tight end, Goddard. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
When he continues to play at this level, Mike, it just makes this team so hard to beat. It's the combination of leading both long, sustained drives and then being able to strike in bunches. It puts so much pressure on these defenses, and with the way today's game has gone, doesn't look like he has any plans on slowing down.
A pistol snap back to Hurts. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Brian Burns, the former Panther, in there for the sack.
Well, that's certainly one way to bounce back here defensively after giving up a huge explosive play on the previous snap. To bounce back and come away with a sack. Now you find yourself in 2nd and long. You can catch your breath, and the opportunity to get off the field has just gone up.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. To the outside, catch made by Brown.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
Here's 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He's got it at the 3. And he's in. Dallas Goedert. Touchdown, Eagles. That his 2nd touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles tack on one more to their lead.
17. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. Now an opening past the 30. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Downfield, that's Hyatt. He's got it. And he will go all the way. Jalin Hyatt. Touchdown, New York. Now, a 2-point conversion attempt coming. Now they'll set up to throw. The pressure got to him. He was hit as he threw it. It's incomplete, and they come up empty, trying for 2. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line.
Great, set.
On 1st down, it's Hurts. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
On 2nd down, Hurts. A short throw taken in by Goddard. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
And they'll throw here with Hurts. He's got his man. That's down. He'll get out of bounds, a gain of 8, and that's going to be good enough for a 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
That's caught downfield by Smith. And he will score. Devontae Smith, touchdown Philadelphia. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles are going to extend their lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. A return now from the 4. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now They'll start from the 24. They'll come out throwing here to start. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Now a give to Barkley, running right. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal. He's able to take it inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Simple play to call, but complex to execute. A toss play is beautiful, Mike, when a team hits it like they just did. We can see why they're a fan of the toss. Healthy game, and they pick up the 1st down.
That's a nice pickup, bringing it down to the 3. One more time, they try Barkley. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. Now Hurts going to call his own number. And he will take it in himself. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown. And Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field, and results in a nice touchdown.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reed Blankenship.
This is something we see so often out of these young quarterbacks, Mike, is their inability to manipulate the defense. They kind of telegraph where they're going to go with their ball, with their eyes. And I'd love to see him the next time when he gets to the top of his drop. Look off the safety. Hold some of the underneath defenders from where you ultimately know you want to go with the ball. A lot of that just comes with experience, and sometimes you got to gain that experience the hard way.
They face 2nd down and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him, take him down behind the line.
And this is a great example of why it's so important on defense to sprint to the ball. His ability to make people miss is hard for one guy to get him on the ground. But when you can get everybody to the ball, eventually you can take them down. And in this case, they do it for a loss.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. They can still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. In trouble, and down he goes.
To play in the NFL, you got to have a short-term memory, because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. In this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play, and they're right back on track.
3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Giants will get the ball at their own 17-yard line.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Now he'll air this one out deep for Hyatt. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. He's going to try it here again. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's going to be caught.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
He's got it inside the 5. And he's into the end zone yet again. Dallas Goedert. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 3 touchdowns for him. Numbers 6, 7, and 8 on the season. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll look to throw. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
As hard as it is to have this conversation, at some point, someone on this sideline needs to say, is it better off for this young rookie to just remove him from the game, take a deep breath, and reset for next week? Because at this point, 5 interceptions in, you start being concerned that you're doing more harm than you are good.
Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. And 3rd down coming up.
You can just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals. That's what you're trying to do, and man, they were this close to coming away with a huge takeaway. Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only...
And he will score again. Devontae Smith, touchdown Eagles. That is his third touchdown of the afternoon. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? So after the penalty, this slightly easier from the 10. A little bit easier following the penalty, and the kick is good. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Back to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And this will be incomplete.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
It's another big play in a game that's had its share. That is a 74-yard gain. He'll look to throw. And he'll take it on in. Darius Slayton. Touchdown, Giants. For quarterbacks, there are so many stats we use to measure a good season. This is one of them. 30 touchdowns. That was number 30 on the year. That is incomplete. And the 2-point conversion is unsuccessful. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Here comes a return from the end zone. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
Crowd love Yeti. Crowd love Yeti. Hey, easy. 63, 63, bang. Go silver, ready? Crowd love Yeti. No time.
Hurts to the air on first down. He'll take a deep shot for downs. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Giants are going to get it back here just past the 35.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
First and 10 now from the 36.
79 Broncos. Let's go now.
And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Intercepted.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
Hurts working in the pistol. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. To throw on second down is Hurts. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And the Giants are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Set to go now on first and 10. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. Throwing now on first and 10. And open downfield, it's Johnson. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. Slayton is the man in motion.
19 Lions.
On first and 10, they'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for third down and 5. They'll throw out of the gun. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
From out of the gun, he'll throw. That's taken in. And he's not going to get away. They get him down right after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on downs.
So the key to this play is when you're going to play pass coverage and you're going to drop in depth, you have to understand if the quarterback drops the ball off short, you need to rally tackle. You need to limit the run after the catch. Don't let that receiver pick up the first down. That's exactly what this defense was able to do in this situation. Tackle him short of the chains, force the turnover on downs.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. They send the tight end in motion. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. First down. They'll run the counter with Barkley. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's second and 6. A pistol snap back to Hurts. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
Now it just seems like this offense is piling on. I mean, after a day where they have completely dominated their opponent, a lot of offense would just be content with handing this ball off, but not this group. They continue to throw the ball, and they continue to get chunk plays, and they showed they're not going to slow down until that final whistle blows.
And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
He's got it at the 3. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag back in the backfield. Is it a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? What a critical flag. Roughing the passer. It sets up first and goal. They'll run with Barkley. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Here's Elliott for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Eagles will add one more onto their big lead. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. Now return coming from the 7. And they'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Here we go. One final play. And that final throw here is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. So it's a win here for the Eagles. They're able to finish the season in style as they get the victory here in the finale in Week 18. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners, as we say, so long from South Philly. just across the Hudson from downtown Manhattan. We welcome you inside MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. The veteran kicker, Graham Gano, puts it on the tee. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. Hardy now with the return. We'll get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll throw to get this one started. He's going to test this secondary right away. And he's going to be taken down inside the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, Jackson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. 3rd and short, Jackson. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Again, it's Jackson. To the goal line and in. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Baltimore. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This one taken at the 7. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. On 1st down is Locke. That's taken in. What a catch by Neighbors.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line.
So you're on the sideline and you're watching the other team go right down the field and score on their first drive. As a play caller, you have to be careful that it doesn't throw you out of your initial plan coming into the game. They wanted to establish some ground game here early, and that's exactly what they did.
He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Here's Locke. Now a screen set up for Tracy. And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a 1st down. One quarter in the books. 7-0 is our score. or from MetLife Stadium after this. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Lock out of the shotgun. This is intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Clemson. He gets free. Past the 40. Still going. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Ravens. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick six.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Lock to throw on 1st down. He'll look underneath here for Tracy. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. They'll go to the ground, and here's Tracy on 1st down. And he'll work his way past the 40. He's tackled after a gain of 4. On 2nd down, Lock. Bottom end, left side, it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Look wide, get this one complete, and he takes it down to the 15-yard line. On the give, it's Tracy. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Let's go now.
From the gun, it's Lock. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
They can still pick up a 1st down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll go. It's Lock. And he's in. Touchdown, New York. Now it's Graham Gano for the PAT. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. And they are unable to tack on the extra point. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. Now on the return, he has lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. Special teams comes through again. We don't talk about it nearly enough, but sometimes the biggest plays of the game happen like that one. The kickoff return, fumble, recovered, and momentum swings again.
Everybody loves it.
And he'll take it on in. Jalen Hyatt. Touchdown, New York.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
And although it's just the second quarter of this one, they'll chase the points now and try to get things tied up. That's out quickly and complete. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10.
Middle.
From the shotgun, here's Jackson. He'll look underneath for Henry. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Lamar going to work from the pistol. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire. So the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
Report. Hey.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack. The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, they snap it to Jackson. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on down.
You know, Mike, you could almost just look down in the huddle, and the players are looking at the sideline like, Coach, isn't the punt team going to come out? And the coach was having none of it. He says, no, you're staying on the field. We're being aggressive all day long, and we're going to go pick up this 1st down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Locke. That's over the middle and intercepted. picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 6.
Every defensive coordinator, Mike, in the NFL preaches one thing about red zone defense. Keep them out of the end zone. Make them settle for 3. Well, what do? With that interception, they take it to another level, and they get off the field without allowing a single point.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. Taking off.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
No, we change it.
Here's Jackson. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Mike, considering how this offense has played in the first couple possessions, I'm surprised that one wasn't completed. It seems like that's the first miss of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Continue to build on this momentum because so far they've come out hot in this one.
He dives, and what a catch for the first down. So, 1 half in the books. 2nd half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Both teams look good on the offensive side in the first half. Will it carry over? We're about to find out. 2nd half is underway. Here comes the return from a yard or 2 deep. He'll be out of bounds beyond the 20-yard line. First and 10. They'll run with Tracy. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And he'll take this one forward for about 3. And that's a first down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd.
Now locked. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
You know, Mike, I like the early aggressive play call to start this 2nd half. I think anytime you find yourself in a tie ball game, you want to be the team that strikes next. In this case, it backfires. They have the turnover. Now it's their defense that's taking the field, and they're going to have to come up with a stop and keep this game all squared up.
2nd down, Jackson. He'll get it into the hands of Zay Flowers. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. 4th down coming up. From the gun, Jackson. That's taken in. And he's going to have the first down. An aggressive call there. It works out as they convert on 4th down. Jackson up top again. That is going to be called in. He's got it. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Baltimore.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket. Let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball. And that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. It's locked. That's complete. It's Malik Nabers. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch. And it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
Let's go.
On play action. Lock. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Go.
To throw is Locke. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. Jackson now on 2nd down. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early.
DC, ready?
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Back to throw, Jackson. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Play action now, Jackson. Open man, that's Bateman downfield. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, Ravens. Everything you want to do right there, Greg. Greetings from just across the New York-New Jersey border in New Jersey at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. The veteran kicker, Graham Gano, puts it on the tee. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. We'll check the reaction for the former Giant. Here is Saquon Barkley. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he gets this up to the 40-yard line.
We met with these coaches during the week, Mike. They told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early. And we see it here. Nice first play pickup. Fresh set of downs.
That's caught. Saquon Barkley.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Off the play fake, Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Here's Hurts. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
A run with Barkley. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second down and 8. Once again, it's Barkley. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a first and goal. It's a nice run there. It gets them down to the 6. Here's Barkley. And he's going the wrong way. Dropped back at the 7.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
On second down, Hurts. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive and what once looked like a promising.
And he will dive into the end zone. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. On first and 10, here's Locke. Now he'll air this one out deep for Hyatt.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
That pass play good for 22. That's good for a Giants first down. To throw is Locke. He has Hyatt complete. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
11 more yards.
They go play action. It's Locke. Downfield, that's Hyatt. He's got it. And will move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
That's another New York Giants.
On first down is Locke. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. They'll come up on a second down and 8.
18-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Locke out of the shotgun. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Right.
He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, Giants. Now it's Graham Gano for the PAT. It's up and good. And the Giants come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. On the return, it's Kenneth Gainwell. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Wow, indecision right away. Delay of game to start this drive. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
And that is incomplete. Smith, the intended receiver. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball, and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
So on 4th down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt as this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punt it away. And he didn't get the check he was hoping for in that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready!
From the gun, it's Locke. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Johnson. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll let it fly. Deep ball for Slayton. And he's out of bounds, but they take it to the red zone inside the 20. A big play for the Giants. Pickup of 46 yards. Locked to throw on 1st down. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but it still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
He pulls it in around the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, New York. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Extra point by Gano is up and good. And the Giants will move out to a 14-7 lead. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. He'll find Smith working across the field. And he's going to be running out of bounds, but not until he gets down to the 40-yard line. A 1st down throw for Hurts. He'll go right back to Smith. They hook up again. He's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now in that field, there's no mistaking who it is. You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one.
And he's into the end zone. Devontae Smith, touchdown, Eagles. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Now, this is going to be returned from deep in the end zone. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 17.
Let's go.
Lock to throw on 1st and 10. And that's going to be intercepted by Darius Slay. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. On is Elliott to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. A safe kick taken at the 5. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Throw it. Lock. This one taken in by Hyatt.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Throwing on 2nd down. Lock. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Doing a nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
That's caught! And he will go all the way. Jalen Hyatt, touchdown, New York. Gano on to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Giants will even the score. It's now 21-all. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Hurts looking to throw on 1st down. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
63, 63, 63.
Hurts to the air on 1st down. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And
Oh, he's got a defender right with him, and it's an interception. Picked off by Dane Belton. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Locke. Open man downfield. That's Neighbors. We have hit halftime. We're going to take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this one out. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Here we go, set.
Here's Locke. That's caught over the middle by Johnson. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
A 2nd down throw for Locke. A dive and a catch. Incredible. Call it a gain of 13. 1st down, Giants.
And that's what you call being fearless, going over the middle. That's not everybody's cup of tea in this league, Mike. Some guys love to operate outside the numbers, and some guys understand their role is in the middle of the field, and not only to make that catch, but to do it laying out. That's a big-time play to secure that one. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
That's good for 27 and a 1st down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup. As a pass rusher, you don't always need to record a sack to make your presence felt. Creating pressure, move the quarterback, affect his timing. Those are all different ways to take pressure off your coverage unit.
He'll look middle here and get it to Neighbors. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Now it's Tracy looking to run. And this one blown up. Good surge will drop him. A loss on the play, back to the 9-yard line.
It's 4th down.
On 4th down, Locke. That is caught by the tight end, Daniel Bellinger. Touchdown, Giants. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, That's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
He'll start on the ground with Barkley. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down. On the ground, this is Barkley. Yeah. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 21. First down, Philadelphia. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. On play action, Hurts. He keeps, and he did a pretty good job there to get back to the line of scrimmage as he's chased out of bounds.
That's a lot of work for no gain. You risk taking a shot there if you're the quarterback the longer you hold on to the ball. But there was nothing there. Good job to the defense shutting that one down.
To throw on second down is Hurts. That'll be taken in by Barkley.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's a short one, caught by Goddard. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up 4th down.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
And he's going to have an Eagles 1st down. That'll be a gain of 15 on 4th down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And they'll try to save their timeouts and use them on defense if they need it. Gets up and spikes this one. Second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this one's blown up. It's back at the 5-yard line now. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. This crowd doing everything they can before 3rd and goal. They'll drop to throw. And that would be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. Still on the move.